And I watched Breakpoint the last 2 days. So
yes, season 2. That was pretty good.
I thought season 2 was better than season 1.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit shorter.
It seemed like it was only like five or six episodes, something like that. Yeah.
My take on it, all the Americans are really likable, men and women. We got Pagula, Coco Gauff, Taylor Fritz, Tommy Paul, Ben Shelton,
TFO, Big Foe. Yeah, Big Foe.
Did I miss anyone? I think that's it, right?
That's kind of the top ones, I think. That's the ones that were on the show, if that's where you're getting at. But yeah,
I thought it was cool because you kind of get, reminded of these matches. I don't care about Maria Sakkari, oh my God, the pressure, and I know she struggles with the mental side of the sport. She's like overreacting.
She almost
the coach is like telling them about this upcoming match. She had like a good forehand.
Didn't she have like a breakdown or something like that? Or
yeah,
kind of like sounded like she had a breakdown.
There was a lot of that I didn't like. And then they try to make like Zverev like come like as a hero like on his comeback. I mean, this guy, I don't think he's a good guy. I mean, I innocent until proven guilty, but I know there's some domestic abuse stuff that he's going through.
There was a
whole thing where he smashed his racket and got suspended.
I agree with you. Season 2 seemed a little bit better.
Yeah.
They kind of joked a little bit about the curse, the curse.
That was interesting.
That was good. They kind of use it on its face. It wasn't so much a progression of the years. It kind of was that, but it was more like, hey, these are the players, and maybe they realized they needed to get people interested in the players and the tennis, and less time. This is a game, and it's 15-0, and and that kind of mechanics of it. So I think that was good. It was kind of, I think, us being Americans to end on the U.S. Open and end on kind of that rivalry that's happening with, Shelton coming up, and then how important TFO was and how much of a star he became. But I mean, just watch it. If you're a tennis fan, I think you'll enjoy it.
I really like Sabalenka, like her style of play. It makes you like really like her more. She had this bond with her father, and her father passed away, and said to her, "You're going to win a Grand Slam before you're 25."
Yeah, I guess that was
one. And,
that was something.
She's a very emotional player. I like the style of play, so I thought that was cool. And they had Alcaraz, who won Wimbledon, but.
Yep.
I don't know if he just didn't feel comfortable speaking English, or maybe he didn't.
He wasn't in a ton.
Want to give a lot of release, or it just wasn't conducive to the market to have someone that's not speaking English. But
that's probably it. I mean,
I thought that was pretty cool, and seeing the Americans and. There was stuff I didn't like about it, but overall, especially if you're watching this or a tennis fan, check it out. It's better than the last one. I know the last one was more geared to the public. This is a little bit more towards us as tennis fans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it really still compares to like the Formula 1 or the golf one, but as long as they improve, and we're fans of tennis, so we kind of get this. I think some of the criticisms I saw, and without belaboring, Breakpoint too much, but they did make, like you were saying, making Zverev on his comeback, right, and spending a lot of time on that healing part and him hurting himself and like whatever.
Making Medvedev look like this evil guy.
Yeah, whatever. But there's a lot of flack I saw because, hey, you didn't include any of the domestic abuse stuff or any of the stuff he's got personally going on. And I mean, if you're going to put personal stuff in, I think you kind of have to put some of that too, unless
I think these guys have say what goes in, and I don't know. You can't have controversial stuff. You want to, these players. You want to like entice players to do it in the future.
I guess that's true.
Do it in the future.
If you bag them, then I'm not doing that.
Well, all these guys losing, and I'm not sure. I'm not up to it, but I think like the first one didn't do well, and they were really committed to this one. So I'm not sure if they're doing a season 3.
Three?
Something we
No.
have to look into. You need Djokovic and Iga to do it because they're the two most exciting, and then you have like really top flight guys, and then you do like the young guys and stuff like that. But
yeah, well, it was a fun thing to see on Netflix, to see there.
The thing that also stands out to me is we're fans, so we're going to be critical a little bit here, and obviously we can't relate because they're so good and they've been doing this our whole life. But you didn't hear Ben Shelton say, "Oh, the pressure," or "Oh my God," he was just like, "Oh, I'm not going to, I can win this," and Hogaroon,
Oh yeah,
so funny. His mom's like smoking cigs, and like I'm like, all right, this guy's like 20 years old. Like the mom looks like she's 60. I'm like, oh, she's smoking. I guess like maybe his father wasn't involved in his life or something like that, and maybe that's why he's like a little bit immature. He doesn't have like a male role model. Oh, the other box is cheering, making noise while I'm playing.
Yeah, they had to make sure he blew up. Show the part where he blew up, right? When he's playing, was he playing Djokovic or no? Who was he playing?
Well, the thing that I admire about him, he's like, I want to play Djokovic. I'm gonna, he's just like so pumped to try to win and everything. Everyone else seems so scared, like and well,
it's good to see them winning mentality, right? Not that like last season where everyone was scared to play the best player, scared to play Djokovic. I don't know if I can do it. Where at least Ben Shelton and Rune are like, I want that.
Yeah,
I want to go against that, or at least get better, not plateau right here.
But I guess it helps when you don't lose whatever. I don't know if Taylor Fritz has lost 9 in a row to him. Or, he's so good. He can just like take your soul. But